We want to welcome Lauren Brooke to the podcast today. Lauren, thank you for coming. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, because we are so excited that we're able to have you on. You were actually one of our speakers at our conference, the Natural Health and Wellness Conference that we held, and you were one of the lunch and learns that came and talked about your cosmetics and the importance of using cosmetics like what you distribute out. So.
Well, a natural approach to cosmetiques, right?
Hey, there you go. Yes. So about, let's see, 25 years ago, I started getting ill. My first child was about 1, and I just was feeling tired and sluggish, and then started getting pains, aches. As I kept having kids, I got to where I just could barely function. Taking care of them was just very, very difficult. I was so fatigued and just had ups and downs of feeling good and then feeling terrible and not being able to do things. And growing up, I was always active. I had no problems. So I just couldn't figure out what was going on. And this was in the early 90s. So I went to doctors, tried to figure out, what was going on, and nobody knew. Nobody could give me any information about what was happening.
They kind of give you it's the postpartum depression kind of thing?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. One of the doctors, here's a list of symptoms. Check, as many as you have on this, and most of them I checked. And he's like, well, they call it the yuppie flu, but we don't know what it is, what to do for you. So you got it.
Yuppie flu.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that one before.
Isn't that funny? And I was like, oh, okay, well, this has gone on for years, and I can't even really function in life. So at that point, I just thought, well, I guess I'll figure it out myself. And I just started learning all I could about health, about different cultures and countries and methods of healing, and just slowly, step by step, over the next 8 years, overcame it and healed. And it wasn't until after that I heard somebody talking about this condition, or these conditions, and they called it chronic syndrome and fibromyalgia. And I was like, oh, that's what I had. So now I know what those were at the time, but it was just so debilitating. And so after getting over it, I had the opportunity of learning about skin, became an esthetician, and just one day I just had this kind of light bulb go off and thought, oh my goodness, now with all of my understanding about health and all of the unhealthy, toxic ingredients in traditional makeup and beauty care products, I could do something to offer women healthy products, ingredients that will benefit the skin instead of causing aging and cancer and irritation and allergic reactions. So I decided to go for it. So that's how I started my company.
A lot of us, we are concerned. A lot of people are concerned at this point about what we kind of put in our body.
Yeah.
But a lot of us don't even think about what we're putting on top of our body, and our skin is one of our biggest organs that is just absorbing everything we put on it.
Yeah, it's actually the largest organ in our body, and it will absorb up to 70% of what we put on it. That's why the pharmaceutical companies use patches more and more. Because that can absorb more directly and easily through the skin.
So in your quest to try to figure out how to, I mean, because just like, hey, I'm going to set up a makeup company. That's not an easy thing. So obviously you wanted to go a more natural route. So why did you choose that besides just your health story? Because that's not an easy thing to do. It's much easier to get the toxic chemicals. So kind of explain what the difference is in terms of why it's better.
Oh, yes, of course. So traditionally, ingredients were used because of their cost or cheap accessibility. So most companies would just find cheap chemicals and throw them together to create these products. The problem is it absorbs into your skin, and it does affect your health, your hormonal balances, your skin reactions, skin health. And we didn't really realize that up until the last 10, 20 years, as more and more people were having problems and reactions to the ingredients. So, I mean, maybe going into some of the ingredients that really would be best to avoid.
Yeah, so what are some of these toxic ingredients?
Yeah, I mean,
when we're looking at something, we can kind of steer away from it and making sure that they're not in our products.
Right. I think more people are now looking at ingredients in their food, looking at what's going on in what they're digesting internally. But the next level, I think, is to turn the bottle around and look at what's in what you're putting on your skin, your lotions, your makeup, your shampoos, your skincare.
Well, part of the biggest problem is people don't have a clue what most of those words mean.
I know.
I'm in the natural healthcare world. I'm a doctor, and I look at it, and I have no clue what half those things.
Right. Which if you can't pronounce it most of the time, you probably shouldn't be putting it on your or inside, So one of the most common ones is fragrance. Everything has parfum or fragrance at the bottom of the ingredient.
They even say natural fragrance, which doesn't necessarily.
They can too.
Natural. Right.
Exactly. Well, arsenic's natural, but that doesn't mean that it's healthy for you. So when you look at the fragrance, it's kind of a loophole where thousands of chemicals can be just grouped together as fragrance. And they don't have to disclose what that ingredient is. One of the ingredients that they will hide under fragrance is called a phthalate. And it is carcinogenic, very, very harmful. It will cause hormonal problems. It's just, it's been found in breast cancer tissue.
Did you say the name of it was phthalate?
So it's phthalate, but you spell it as P-H-P-T-H-A-L-A-T-E. So
it's like
but it's phthalate.
Interesting. Okay.
So it can cause a lot of problems in the body. But
which makeup part is that in? Is that in all makeup or specific things like eyeliner, base? What would that be in? Is it in all of it?
It can be in all of it. Yeah. I mean, just putting it, just anything that has perfume or fragrance in it can have it. Sometimes they'll put it outside of that, but it's most commonly just combined in as fragrance. If you look at the rest of the ingredients, if most of the ingredients are chemicals, it probably is in there too, under fragrance. So, yeah, that one's those two things. The next thing to me are, they're called parabens. So see like methylparaben, propylparaben, ethylparaben, butylparaben. Those, they use them as preservatives, But the problem with those is the body sees it as a hormone. It's called an estrogen mimicker. So it causes hormonal imbalances in the body. And so your body is responding and reacting to these imbalances when it's just a chemical.
Those actually go in and attach to the estrogen sites on the cell. So they're, like in my world, we call them xenoestrogens.
Okay.
That's what
Okay.
they do. They go in and they mimic the estrogen, the natural estrogen in a person's body, and they go into the receptor sites and take up the receptor sites.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, it's causing a lot of problems in girls, in younger girls, older women, with all of that. The body's trying to balance things and it's causing problems. The next thing to me is colorant. A lot of things have artificial or synthetic colors, and they're a lot of times coal tar derived. They can cause cancers, a lot of like ADHD. It will cause problems in the system. So if you see anything that says FD&C or lake number, those are synthetic fragrances, or not fragrances, colors. So those
lake,
are
like a lake of a water, like a
LAKE.
lake number. That's an artificial coloring. Interesting.
Yeah. And then you'll see FD&C a lot, like red number 40 or whatever, and those, they have them in food as well, and they've found that it causes a lot of problems as well.
Like with colors, one thing is like they do it just specifically to appeal to somebody. There's nothing in it that is beneficial for it.
Yes.
Isn't that what makeup is? Is it makeup for appealing?
But I just can't understand that one a lot, where it's, they'll put it in like shampoos and they'll put it in things like this, that it's like
pretty.
The only reason why it's there is for the color, is to make it look better.
Appealing, aesthetically. Yes. And in food, I mean, yeah, that's just making it look nicer than it really is. Yeah.
So is there more that you think that we should look at
Yes. So another one is a petroleum or petrolatum or mineral oil. And to me, it's really ironic. If you look in a lot of skincare products, anti-aging skincare products, one of the first will be mineral oil. And it actually ages your skin faster.
And people think mineral oil, they think it's natural.
And oil. Right? Yeah. But, it's from the petroleum industry. And I mean, it's dead dinosaurs. You're putting that and absorbing it into your skin and, dead things. And your body your skin responds like a plastic over. It suffocates your skin. So your skin doesn't get the oxygen it needs. And like our skin actually absorbs a lot of the oxygen our body requires. So if you're slathering lotion all over all the time with this mineral oil or petrolatum, you're actually causing your cells damage long term. So that is another one that's
those are kind of your top four that are the big bad boys. So when someone looks to say, okay, this is a natural product, what are things that they're going to see in there to know this is a good product, it's natural? Are there like 4 or 5 basic things that they're always going to see to let you know that it's a good product?
Yes, to me. So there'll be plant-based ingredients, like oils will be plant-based. You've got, avocado oil, jojoba oil, grapeseed oil, rosehip oil, things that are derived from living plants. That is going to be things that contain minerals and vitamins that your skin and your body need to flourish and to benefit it. Other things like aloe juice. If you're going to have fragrances, you want it to be essential oils or extracts of fruits or living plants. Colorants, you want them to be either from living plants, beets, hibiscus flowers, or if you're going to have colorants that are mineral based, like iron oxides, those are more earth derived colors. You see the especially in southern Utah, the different colors of dirt have different minerals in it, and it will create different colors in just in the dirt itself. So using those are much healthier than the synthetic coloring.
Where can someone go to learn what the best ways to know about companies, about what products they should use? Is there a website? Is there information that you have? Where's the place that someone can go to learn this stuff?
Yeah, it can get overwhelming. I think just with food, as you learn more things about, don't eat this, don't eat that, and then you try to move to, household cleaning and laundry detergent, and then, oh my goodness, what I'm putting on, it just can get so overwhelming, and how do you find that out? I think there are...
Besides going to our conference and listening to you guys, right?
Yes. First of all, do that. And then there are also other places. As I was just starting my company, there was a company called Environmental Working Group. They were kind of a grassroots-based organization that put together studies, findings of all these chemicals and thousands of ingredients that could possibly be put in products, and rated them from 0 to 10, 10 being the most toxic. So I was able to work with them in as finding, what ingredients are going to be good to put in my products. I know that so it's EWG is one of them. I know recently there's one, I think it's called Get Dirty or something like that. They also have lists where you can find ingredients and learn more about what those ingredients may do, positive or negative. And then the other lady that talks just before me, Just Ingredients, Carl Lynn, has a lot of information as well. I love all of the digging she does to get the information for both food and products, cosmetics, care, and so that I would suggest those to start with and just get the information.
And thank goodness there is some resources out there that we can go to now, because before a lot of it was kind of closed off because they didn't want us to know about it.
Exactly.
Thank goodness. Coming from as a woman's standpoint, it's really hard to transfer from one makeup line to another makeup line. When you're used to something, I really struggled with that. I felt like I got a lot of natural stuff, but even with shampoos and stuff like that, it's hard to transfer from going from one line then to another line. It's like you have to do this huge transition, and it's also like that kind of with your makeup, you're used to one line and what it does and how it stays on so good, and the different colors and things like that. So what is a good way that us women can transfer over from the products that everybody's been using to these organic, natural products?
Yeah, that's a very good question. We noticed that, how, and I understand. I had to go through that process too of, I used this is what my mom used, this is what my grandma used. How do I don't even know this is different, what do I do? We have started, it's called an organic concierge program, where we do a Zoom chat with the customer, the person who's interested, and we'll help her to see what colors will look good on her skin, show her how to apply them. There are a few little tricks and tips that you can do, but it's different. So we like to kind of hold your hand a little bit and help you know, okay, this is going to be for your skin type. You know, you've got the dry skin, you've got the aging skin, or you've got the oily or combination. You're going to need to use a different product or a different process of applying it to help it to be able to last the longest, you know, and wear the way you'd like it to, and perform like what you're used to.
Lauren, that is such a great service that you offer, because there are a lot of women that they just don't know.
Yes.
We don't have all the education that you have, and this is a great service that you can help people. And so how can they get this service? What do they need to do? Or
yeah, so if you just go on our website, we have a page you just click on, and
your website. What's the website?
So it's laurenbrookecosmetiques.com. Or easier, laurenbrookeco.com. How's that?
That would be, yeah, because trying to spell cosmetiques, I would think people would get confused.
Yes.
So laurenbrookeco.com. Okay.
Yep. And you can go on, I think it's even on the homepage now. It just says, need help, you know, try our concierge service. And it'll link to the concierge page. You just click and it brings up the schedule. You pick what's convenient for you. It'll send you a Zoom link. And then at that time, one of our makeup artists will be there and talk you through and answer your questions and help you out.
So quickly, tell us what are the main things that you sell in your company? Because you can't sell everything. So what are the things that you do? You know,
the things you like the most too.
Okay. So we do, for foundations, we have a cream foundation, a pressed foundation, and a loose powder foundation. The cream foundation is the most popular, the best selling. It has SPF as well, a natural zinc-based SPF. So women looking for sun protection, that's really helpful. We have lipsticks, lip glosses, eyeshadows, blushes, mascara, eyeliners, lip liners, finishing powders, setting sprays, skincare products. We pretty much have a full line. If you have used it at Walmart or bought traditional makeup, we've tried to replace that with natural things as well. So I think one of the favorites I love, it's called an organic facial serum. It's just made of really yummy organic oils that are really anti-aging, help support full skin. So I love that one. And goodness.
Well, when I was at the conference, you were giving out some lip glosses.
Yes, that's right.
I think that a lot of times it's like, if you can just put on some eyeliner, mascara, and some lip gloss,
you're
gone,
good.
Right?
Yes.
It's just easy.
Yes.
And the lip glosses I really enjoyed. So
yeah, that's another good one.
I keep a couple in my purse so that I can have some.
Yeah, it's fun. It's been fun to make and create them.
Well, we want to thank you very much. So tell those who are listening again where they can reach you, if there's a phone number, just through the website, basically your information so that they can get a hold of you and find out more information about what you have to offer.
Okay. Well, website again is laurenbrookeco.com. So it's LAURENBROOKECO.com. The phone number is 801-901-0832. And Roberta will be the customer service person that will answer the phone and help you out and can set up even a concierge appointment if you'd like. Email would be info@laurenbrookeco.com.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you having you on and taking some of your time to talk to our listeners as well. And for those who are listening, we appreciate these individuals who are trying to make life better because of natural. And that's what our whole conference, Be Healthy Utah conference, is about. That's what this podcast is about. So thank you so much for something that is very important, and especially in women's lives, wanting to look good and using makeup as that adjunct thing to be able to help that process and to do that in a natural way. So thank you very much, Lauren.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, see you later.
Okay, see ya.